So, I would be remiss if I didn't kind of close things out here, because we want every episode we're picking the kind of brains of different thought leaders and things. And one of the easiest ways for our listeners to kind of not only maybe revisit the episodes, but then one of the easiest ways they can get into your mind is just by listening to your book recommendations. So we would like to get book recommendations. I believe we had Kelly before, and he recommended Drucker's Effective Executive. I think he did. So he's all about that book, man. So do
Yeah,
you have
well,
any other books that you'd
the
like to?
joy. So I'm reading this book right now, and so Callie, if you're listening, it's a classic, no questions. I'm just starting the book actually. I'm in the first chapter,
Mhm.
but I would say that the best books, if I was to go across, sort of different um, business domains, and technology domains, obviously, my favorite books were the Jim Collins books, like Built to Last and then Good to Great. Those are great, business books. If you go
Mhm.
more specifically into technology, I love Andy Grove's book, the classic High Output Management.
Yeah.
Um, I love the John Doerr book, Measure What Matters. These are like great books. If I go into more, say, specific, you know, um, product management or designing products, I love Jeff Patton's book, which is user story mapping. I've read this
Mhm.
a couple of times because I think it's a great way for people to communicate and build that shared understanding. Um, if I was to keep going, um, I would say that this other book that sort of fits well with user story mapping is the Impact Mapping book. I can't remember the author, but it's one of the books that we promote at Modyo in
Yeah, we'll
trying
we'll
to
make
define what
sure
to build. Yeah,
we if we'll look up the
and
title and we'll put it in the video or something here, and so we'll let
yeah,
people know the author. Yeah.
and yeah, I'd say that what's great is that it's what I'm loving right now actually is because before I'm sort of the old school, I'm 50 years old, and so I was brought up, as a Generation X, and I was taught to read and read and read, and so I did a lot of reading, and now what I'm having fun with is sort of picking the right YouTube videos mixed in with the reading, and so I shared a YouTube video, um, this I think it was this morning with a bunch of people from Mojo that talked about, how to build your ideal customer profile, which was from the Sastra event, and where Tom Tungus was one of the speakers, and then the video I shared actually had some great insights from people from Atlassian, people from Segment, and so this mix of like, sort of trying to identify the right videos that become classics across the different business domains is really one of the cool things. I love it because it's what I was saying earlier is this democratization of knowledge is fantastic. I mean, it's really about trying to pick, what is it that you want to build? Why do you want to build it? And then, where can you get knowledge to help you better understand the business domain, better understand the value of what you want to create? And it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think if I look at my father's generation, it really wasn't as well. I mean, it was a different world. It was sort of the Mad Men second generation world, where it was, you didn't have access to all of these people and all of these different mediums and different literature to learn. So it's really, so great that anybody today can become an expert, with the right focus and the right discipline in what they want to be able to achieve.